degree is going to be from a AICSB accredited institution, you may have a dream that one day I want to be in the best global school. If at all you make a decision like that and you want your credits, some of the credits of the core courses, because in the Western world, your fees depends upon the number of courses that you take, right? So some of the courses that you do in NMIMS, you get credit waiver in an international school. That's a kind of an advantage. Why will they do that? Because they are convinced that the quality of education which is happening in School of Business Management, Bombay, in India, its currency is very high. It is also supported by research, and therefore they are willing to provide you the credit waiver for a course. So typically, a program in the US or elsewhere may cost you, let's say, $100,000, and out of that, each course assume $10,000. You get a waiver for some of the courses. It doesn't come easily to you. You have to really work hard.
I'm looking to join NMIMS and I want to specialize in strategy because I
Okay.
want to take up a management position later.
Yeah, so the strategy core courses are one part of the basket. Within strategy area, we have divided the courses into three different streams. So the stream one talks about advanced courses in strategy. Now, advanced courses include courses on strategic alliance, courses on how companies turn around if they are in deep trouble, courses on how leaders manage the entire enterprise or business. There are courses on business plan development. There is a course on how strategies get devised and planned in the core sectors, if you are looking at manufacturing and other kind of sectors. Then we also have courses on international business. So there are something like 14 different electives which are available to students. Right now, which I've been doing for several years, and I'm very passionate about it, is I talk to the companies. I also am the faculty in charge for industry interface. So I started this particular journey for School of Business Management, wherein I invite the company to offer an elective. Now the company knows exactly how to make the candidates job ready. So within the strategy department, we run courses on management consulting, because consulting as a domain itself is very unique. So consulting courses like management consulting, I run with the help of one of the leading consulting company. Another company which is very well known, which is in top 4 in consulting, runs an elective because we invited them on risk and advisory consulting. So the consulting courses are also another stream within the strategy area. Most importantly, whatever you learn across different courses, it has to be integrated together if you are looking at leadership roles, etc. So keeping that in mind, with the support, and we are all very, very happy to work along with our Dean, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, who has spent about 30 years in Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. So with this kind of a guidance, we have put in place a compulsory course on capstone simulation for all the MBA graduates. Now that what it does is it really gives you a hands-on experience of running a business from end to end. Okay, all these courses are anchored by strategy area. Over and above that, we realize that the students should also be familiar with
different types of courses in MBA, like industrial based courses, leader.
Yeah, see, I mentioned right in the beginning, I think second or third slide, I mentioned that we have a buddy system. Okay. So in the buddy system, what we do is your second year students tell you exactly which is right for you. How do you go about? Okay. That happens in a very seamless manner. In a way, it is an advantage if people come from diversified background. So what we have done is consciously we are selecting our batches in such a way that we have got a good mix of candidates coming from science, arts, liberal arts, economics, commerce, Bachelor of Management Studies, engineering, etc. So why we do that? Because each kind of a program in the undergraduate level has its own merit. So therefore, as a manager, when you there are a lot of opportunities in life sciences, etc. So our job is to develop managers across domains, across industrial sectors, across different discipline areas. So therefore, the question doesn't arise. If you have to work a little more because you're not from the business background, my answer is yes, of course. You have to definitely slog, and you have to ensure that when it comes to talking about management subjects, you are at par with others. All right, Shivank?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
So the next thing I'm going to talk about is, see, the learning happens in different ways at SBM. One is a teaching learning, which happens all the time. The other one is through co-curricular activities. And we also create opportunities through different cells, which are very vibrant cells. These are all student cells, but very, very carefully guided by the faculty in charge. I'm talking here about one of the cells which I groomed in School of Business Management, that is Industry Institute Partnership Cell. This particular cell has been there for 15 years now. Now this cell takes care of the needs of all the students who feel that, all right, I'm a fresher, I'm joining here. Then another person with experience, another candidate will say, okay, I've always worked in IT, but I don't want to go back to IT, but I want to do marketing. Will the company be looking at my CV? So we create, through IAPC, we create some, what we call it as corporate projects. In addition to your summers and in addition to your final placement, the corporate projects also gives you opportunities to work for companies in addition to your classroom. So corporate projects are, it comes to the school and there is a cell which kind of posted to the batch. And after that, students pick up the, by depending on their choices, they pick up the project, they deliver whatever they are supposed to do, and then they get to mention about it in their CV. Sometimes if the students really work very well in the corporate project, they also convert it into a summer project, they convert it into a pre-placement offer, they take an interview and they also join the company. So it all depends. So for us, what is important, we have to create opportunities for students. We have to give them handholding. We have to ensure that there is a wholesome, total learning experience which happens in SBM, which we do. So this is NMIMS, IAPC. Those who want to be in the consulting profiles, etc., we also provide opportunity for them to take up the consulting projects, and those consulting projects helps them, like if they do consulting assignment for a company, then they get to write it in the CV, and if they have already worked as business analyst, etc., for them to branch out, it becomes easier. So a lot of such things. This is one example of a cell which is doing well, that is corporate projects, mentorship program, Think CEO, guest lectures and events. So you get to have leadership role in almost all the cells. Okay, so first year you come in as a team of members in IAPC or alumni cell or placement cell. Then there is a cell for marketing, there are cells for finance, cells for those who have got literary mind and they want to reading club. Lots of such student cells are available. Now, those cells also give a fantastic learning, because when you are a leader, when you're doing things for others, you get to write that, all right, I've been a president of IAPC, I've been a president of alumni cell, this is what I've done, etc. So these kind of opportunities also complement whatever happens in the classroom to make the manager groomed as an excellent product out of NMIMS. See, I'm capturing different kind of experience which happens within an SBM. Okay, so normally in a B school, what happens, you people would have done your search from the Google. Okay, there are certain things which are unique to some of the best business schools. IIMs will have one kind of a dialogue, and NMIMS has got another dialogue. So that is the beauty of choosing the right kind of business school where you want to be a part of. So I would rather take questions now. So I just put the slide to tell you that engagement happens always by experienced faculty. Sometimes it may be a full-time faculty. Sometimes we find that, all right, this person in the industry is doing an excellent job in, let's say, wealth management. So call him if he can engage the students. Then sometimes, on Friday, I have a lecture. I'm teaching strategy for MBA law graduates. Then I say that, all right, how does the law firms work? I need to ask an expert to come into the classroom. So from our network, we identify people who are good at that and then catch hold of them and ask them to come and share their experience in the class. So this is possible for us because of our long-standing legacy and because we are committed professionals who are interested in helping students to develop themselves as managers. So engagement by experienced faculty. Not every business school talks about such a large number of people being available as faculty members. Co-curricular and extracurricular learning, I just explained to all of you how it happens. Another interesting thing which is student driven. Every student when they enter NMIMS is very, very focused. They will come and say, no, I will prepare immediately for General Electric to hire me because from the campus, I get leadership training. Somebody else will say, no, in the competition for Mahindra, I will do well, then I will get into Mahindra leadership program. Somebody else will say, in Goldman Sachs, I'll do this particular one. Internationally, for L'Oreal, that's a marketing firm, almost for the next the last 4 to 5 years, we are the national winners for L'Oreal. Okay, it's not easy. No other campus is able to take it. And we have been consistently, our students have been winning those competitions. What it means is the students who are winning also get pre-placement offer from the company to join. All right. So program-centered learning happens through very well-structured learning process. There are other programs like we have a MBA in pharmacy, MBA in law, MBA in analytics, etc. So what happens is the interaction which happens among the students also provides vibrancy. The team and peer-based learning doesn't happen because you like somebody or you don't like somebody. We make students to work in teams and we structure a process through which the peer-based learning happens for all students. We provide leadership training. We also give the ASSB advantage, okay, for them to interact. Then whenever we map or we try to find out where our students are coming from, and we find that we have representation of students coming from all over India. Okay, so that provides diversity. We have learned a lot in flexi learning because of COVID. So what it has helped us to learn is something like this. Okay, so now we have become expert because of COVID to plan the digital pedagogies. Okay, how to make our presentations online interesting, how to devise certain methods by which we can show the video and through that make the students learn. Okay, how to design online courses. What are whether it is Zoom or WebEx and other platforms, how to do that. So all this expertise came because we were committed that students should not suffer and they should have continuous opportunities to learn. So the second year of MBA this year, the courses had to begin in the month of July. Yes, we began the sessions and we completed the exam. This is the examination week for our second year students for the 4th trimester. That speaks about the kind of commitment we have. I love talking. I can continue to talk, but I'll take questions now. When you ask questions, switch on your video.
So ma'am, can I know the percentage of engineers in the batch of MBA?
That varies. How does it help you?
Because it's a saying that the engineers get a higher placement than the non-engineering students.
No. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. Sometimes companies ask for economists get much more than engineers also. There's nothing like that. But anyway, for the sake of your direct question, 70% of the batch can be engineers.
Okay, and ma'am, one more question. So ma'am, the placement for MBA Pharma, MSc Finance and all, and this normal MBA, is the same placement style or it's different?
MSc Finance we don't have. Okay. Now, if it is the same placement or if it is a different cell, etc., are there infighting and all? That is too much for Siddhant to talk about right now. But
Okay.
you are in good hands in terms of whether you will get adequate opportunities for placement. You will definitely get it. Okay. Now, how we operate is placement is a huge department within which there are dedicated people taking care of the program. So for MBA core or MBA main program, are there dedicated people? Yes. Because it is the law, it is the oldest program, MBA core definitely gets a priority. Along with that, we are also grooming another program to be a priority, that is MBA HR. All right. So HR professionals also are part of our alumni network. So there is a very good kind of a network which is working for providing placement. One thing I didn't mention, now that you asked, I'm mentioning here, NMIMS placement, especially for business school, is not about whether it's 100% or 99.5 or 93.5. It's about placing every student with the most appropriate profile for 20 plus years and more than that, and they becoming CEO speaks volumes about it. Okay. But
Yes.
I would say that if you are an aspirant, wait for that. You qualify. You do very well in the first year courses. See whether your CGPA is right for getting into the right kind of a company, and then worry about these things.
Okay, actually, I made a mistake. Actually, MSc Finance was for Anil Modi, which is another school of commerce,
Yeah, it's a
and not
school of
MBA.
commerce.
Yes,
School of
I was
commerce.
confused.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's okay. Other questions? Okay, I have another engagement. If there are no questions, then I will kind of move on. Surabhi, are there other questions? Anything in the chat box? All right. So if it is 13 years, if the question is towards with this kind of a long experience, do people join MBA program, that too MBA, which is primarily meant for candidates with lesser experience? My answer is yes. But it is not large number. If you look at the experience, the maximum, experience in the class will be 4 to 5 years.
And what about minimum? I mean, even the
Minimum
freshers
will
are
be about 12 to 18 months. And there are freshers
okay.
also.
Okay.
So the
And
freshers
how
will be, let's say, about 30% or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. And how different this course is from the WebEx online course, which is a 15 months? Because I got information on both the course, the part-time course, which is 2 years, and also the WX of 15 months course.
That is a distance
I got
learning
confused.
program. This is you are right now in the NMAT this thing for MBA from School of Business Management. The WebEx course is not done by us. It is done by another school within NMIMS. Surabhi, you people have to kind of clarify that in the web page.
That comes under distance learning.
Yeah.
And this webinar that you're attending, so ma'am is telling you about the full-time MBA programs, which come under the umbrella of School of Business Management.
Okay, because I have that's where the confusion is, because I have received an email, the webinar in bracket, it's written part-time MBA. So that's why I thought, I mean,
So
why this discussion is going on.
yeah. So it could be
I got this for a part-time MBA.
Yeah. So that would be a different webinar conducted by them, but this is only for the full-time programs.
Because I just got this link, like, I think, I mean, with the subject name part-time MBA. So that's why I thought that, okay. All right. So this is a full-time MBA, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. So all the very best to all of you and good luck.
Thank you so much,
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Take care.